Yes, ma'am. Who wrote it?
Who wrote what?
No, they got now. They are. I'm reading the comments up under this, and everybody like trying to figure out who wrote it, just like me. Like,
Read it again.
Oh shit! This nigga say, "You bitch ass nigga, you keep tweeting about me like I don't know where your daughter stay at. Nigga, we gonna see if you about what you type in person, pussy ass faggot nigger, ER.
With the hard ER.
I'ma come get your pussy ass by tomorrow. Be ready, bitch. Pussy ass faggot, keep tweeting about me. You're a lame. I know where North lives. I know where her mom lives. It's a small world. Delete your tweets about me, faggot. Keep tweeting about fat peoples, you pussy. Stop tweeting about me. Pussy nigga, next time you make a tweet about me, I'll pull up on North so fast. Watch me. Be a man and answer my calls, Jay. You bitch ass. You a bitch, Jay. And then he said, I'm reposting this. I don't think it was fair to have it taken down. This was sent to my wife yesterday. People are threatening to kill my children. Now, I don't agree. Because goddamn, he never tweeted about harming anybody. He never tweeted about killing anybody. He never tweeted about anything other than his thoughts. Now,
yeah, but you cannot you can't.
I was just finna say that.
Okay.
I was just finna say, I also agree with you cannot like dictate how somebody chooses to respond to what they perceive to be disrespect.
Right. No,
So
absolutely not.
I can't sit up here.
Do you have some of the Ye tweets up? I have some of his tweets, and he did go a little crazy.
Trust me, he went bananas. And still is, because this one was 6 hours ago. Let's see.
He was still going kind of bonkers. He went in on the Jewish people. He went in on fat people. He went in on so many people.
I agree, but I don't think that he went. And I'm looking down his Twitter now. I don't think that he actually put anybody's name in here. I think he just was tweeting.
No, I don't think he. Yeah, no, he was very generalized. He generalized an entire fucking religion and populace. You know what I mean?
But whoever is texting him said, "Stop tweeting about me." You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I don't get it. So, oh shit.
What?
He said Elon unfollowed him.
Oh.
He said Elon unfollowed me, so I'm not sure how much longer I'll be on Twitter/X. If I'm taking off, go to YeezySupply.com.
Good the fuck bye.
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking that when I was looking at the tweets yesterday, because some of his tweets like were blocked due to like going against Twitter's guidelines.
Oh, Twitter has guidelines?
That's what I thought. I was like, what? I didn't understand Twitter had guidelines. I thought it was a free fall. Like, shit. I seen a white boy on here goddamn talking about I was born in the wrong time. I would have made a great slave master.
Good the fuck bye.
But see, my brain's stupid, man. People ain't gonna like how my brain work anyway. But that goes to speaking about how my brain work. My grandma, she went to church this morning, and when she got back, she was like, she asked me, she said, "Hey, do you work at Target?" I mean, she said, "Do you shop at Target?" I was like, "Yeah, sometimes." She was like, "Oh, because they said in the church today that nobody of color needs to shop at Target because they pulled a DEI bill." And boy, I was just trying to just share my ideas, and I was like, I don't think that's smart. I really don't think that's smart because, for one, Target didn't pull or stop selling any black people shit. as far as like black owned.
But they
hold on.
All right.
I just want to finish my idea.
No, go ahead.
So I couldn't remember it because all right, and I just forgot it. But what were you gonna say?
It's more of the fact is okay. So I understand what you're saying, that Target is not responsible for pulling back DEI or whatever. But what Target did do, and it was a very big and blatant display, is that once the bill did pass, they put every black-owned fucking product on clearance, not even sale, but clearance. They are blatantly saying, yeah, get this shit the fuck up out of here. And I think that is more so the qualm with people of color and black people in general, when they're like, hey, let's not spend our money here, because when you're literally telling us it'd be different if they pulled DEI, then nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? The products were still on the shelves the same way. The Black History stuff is now in the back, and Target was the main one who would have their Black History stuff in the front, have their kiosk up, have their Black History, have their diversity, have their little red and green and black little advertisements up and stuff. It'd be right there, forefront and center. And now they got a little tiny one shelf dedicated to Black History Month in its entirety, when, let's say, just last year, if you would have went into a Target, it would have just been Black History Month from when the time you open the door. Mm-hmm. And I think the real issue right now is, again, there, as you can see, maybe I won't say that they're pulling all of this stuff, or they won't buy any more black-owned stuff. I'm not saying that, but they clearly are putting they're clearly putting a stance in where they stand, because had this had happened and they did not just mass clearance all of the black-owned items, then yeah, I could definitely understand where you're coming from that, but when you sit there and you display something like that, I mean, I could definitely understand. Not saying that it's right or whatever, or that we should. I'm not even saying that all black people are going to stop shopping at Target, but that was definitely just a blatant display of how they feel.
Okay, I didn't know that. That was something I did know, and yes, now understanding that, okay, I can go along with the boycott, because yeah, why is everything black on clearance? And I need to make sure that they put all the black people stuff on clearance.
They put a great deal, and that's where a lot of the controversy was coming from, and that's where a lot of the videos were coming from. They were like, look, not saying that stuff don't go on sale, but it was just very convenient. As soon as this bill passes, all of these black-owned items started going on sale, and not even just sale, clearance. Get this shit the fuck up out of here. Nickelodeon. Goodbye. Nickelodeon. Oh my God, we're gonna.
All right, now they saying that this is per Target. Mm-hmm. They said that the clearance was to celebrate Black History Month.
Get out of here. Clear
this shit.
Get out of here. Are you serious right now?
This is what I'm reading from Target.com.
They don't put what happened last year. Where was the clearance last year, or the year before that, or the year before that?
Okay, I can understand.
No, I'm not asking you personally. I'm just saying. I'm asking Target.
Pilloried. That a word? Pilloried.
Spell it.
Pilloried. Or did they just misspell something? Pilloried. Pilloried.
Oh, that's what it sounds like. I don't know what that word means. I haven't.
Okay, Target is being pilloried on social media for Black History Month posts, with commenters calling out the company for championing the month after announcing that it's retiring from diversity, equity, and inclusion commitments. A video that Target posted on Instagram and Facebook on Sunday features products from Black-owned brands or that may appeal to Black consumers, including Black Barbie. The post says products are part of the company's new Black History Month collection, and that Target is proud to come together today and every day to celebrate Black joy with exclusive designs from our assortment of Black-owned and founded brands. Let's see. This is the actual post. The latest is here with the new Black History Month collection. Target is proud to come together today and every day to celebrate Black joy with the exclusive designs and our assortment of Black-owned and founded brands.
Oh, anyway, pillory. Pillory means basically to punish, attack, or ridicule.
Okay.
Pillory.
Thank you.
Yes. But in any case, all I'm saying, and I'm sorry, I did not mean to interrupt. I don't want to work on that. But I don't think it, like I said, and just in my personal humble opinion, I don't think that all of Black America, or even the people who are boycotting to stand with Black America when it comes to the companies who are choosing to publicly roll back their DEI or whatever, or choosing to roll back their stance on it. Let's just say that, you know, I think where it comes from is that, like, okay, again, just because someone tells you not to do X, Y, and Z, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to pull back on the DEI or whatever. That in no way should have changed how Target does Black History Month. You know what I mean? It should have been the same as last year and the year before that and the year before that. Like, why now? Because it's not mandatory, or it's not, I won't even say mandatory, it's not expected of you to show this display of, I guess, camaraderie or whatever with the Black people. Now that it's not expected of you, you just don't like that. That's what I mean. And again, that's just my opinion.
All right, I got a question. What do you think about DEI in a whole? Fuck Target right now. Just the bill itself. And again, I want to preface this by saying I understand what a lot of stuff is started off as. But I also look at the climate of today. An example what I always give is the police force. The police force was started off with the same star in slavery to catch slaves. That's where the star originated from. That's what the origin of it is. And I don't agree with that. You know, that's a whole nother subject. But today, the police force is diverse in its police, employees, chief of police, things like that. And I stand next to the police force in a lot of things. You know, I have my grandmother, I have my mama who stays sometimes by herself, and my sister who stays alone. Like, I wouldn't want to defund the police and then have them in jeopardy of these crazy folks who feel like they can take advantage of women and children. So that is just an example that I can give of, I know where it started from, but where we are today. So how do you feel about the DEI bill just in a whole as of today's climate?
As of today's climate, I don't think that it was right to get rid of. When I think of DEI, I don't even think of so much like, and I don't want to be like, oh, I don't see color, but it's so much bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we were to even let's start with color, okay? Let's start with color. Why is it that we are still, as this country is now over 200 years old, we're still having the first Black anything? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is it now we're still having, and with all of the advances that we have, why is there a first Black anything in today's history, you know? Why is it that they're, and taking it off of race, why is it, if we're going to sex, why is it that there has never been a woman president? Why is it that there will be, and hopefully in our lifetime, after 200 plus years, we might finally get a woman president? Okay, taking it from that, what about the people who have maybe disabilities? Do they not have the right to be able to get into buildings? This is why ramps were created. You know what I'm saying? Because you should have ramps to entryways in public places so people could get in and out. The restrooms need to be big enough. You need to have handicap restrooms so they can be big enough to put a wheelchair through, or, you know what I'm saying? Or have a family restroom that, again, it comes with inclusion in the DEI. You know what I'm saying? You have a family restroom to where, let's say you have a younger child who has special needs, and you have to have a family member go in there with them to the family bathroom so they can help, take care of them in the bathroom? Why is it that right now in America, as long as the space program has been around, we still have had less than 100 women go into space? You know, there's so many other things that DEI ushers in that I think that people want the bigger, like, oh, it's all about race and it shouldn't be about. I think people make that so much more the talking points that you lose sight of the little things. You know what I'm saying? The fact that a person in a wheelchair can have a job as a cashier, because you cannot discriminate against me and me having to literally sit down and do my job. You know what I'm saying? It's things like that even as broken as our job system, our government, as broken as it is, we've still had to put in place something like this because it just wasn't the standard. It was not status quo. If you weren't white and a man, it did not matter.
Okay. I can understand that. And okay, I guess my next, well, I guess it wouldn't make sense because you took it off of the race. But I was going, my question would be like, if we are moving forward in a more inclusive, and because it is I'm not even gonna say against the law to be racist, but professional wise, you can't discriminate because somebody is black.
Can't you?
I mean,
your hair is unkempt.
Okay.
My hair is not unkempt. This is how it grows from my head. You can be fired if your hair is in an afro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had to pass a bill. They had to pass a bill that you could not fire a black person by the hair. Not even like them having like braids or locks or nothing like that. Just their natural forming curling hair that came out of the top of their head since birth. That was a fireable offense because it was unprofessional.
Okay. And I can get the hair. I mean, well, I don't want to go off in it because it's so many layers that I could like combat it with, other than like, because you're bringing up like specific things that bills had to be passed for, and those I would like. I wouldn't consider it.
But it was happening in such a mass like way that it had, you know, something like the government had to step in and intervene. Like, it wasn't just a one-off case. A one-off case is not going to get a bill passed.
Right. I understand that. Yeah, well, again, you took it off race, so I'm not going to even go into that. But I guess yeah, with the disabled people, yeah, I can see how maybe a bill would have to be passed for that. But again, if we're even talking about the bill itself was just renamed, not removed. Like we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. Mm-hmm. It's just they just removed the name. They basically just renamed
so
the bill.
They're trying to sensationalize the news. They're trying to sensationalize a lot of things. It's a sleight of hand. Pay attention to this so you won't pay attention to that. Like, okay, like that. Like, that's just what it is. We're so enamored with all these executive orders that President Trump is signing, and people are like, "Oh my God, executive order! Oh my God, executive order! Oh my God, executive order!" Not understanding that, again, half of them have been shot down because the judge was like, no, no, that's unconstitutional. No, you can't do that. Like, no, I mean, you can do that, but this ain't the way to do it. You know what I'm saying? But country. That's not what's getting the headlines. What's getting the headlines is Trump has passed this, or Trump has, President Trump has created this executive bill and that executive bill, and he's taking it back down to 2 genders and this and that and and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're sensationalizing that because they don't want you paying attention to something.
I get that, but again, I'm going back to the original question. If everybody is so up in arms about the DEI bill being removed, and it wasn't removed, it was just named something else, then why do we still have this outrage?
With it being named something else, was there any editing to it?
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. I didn't go further into the bill, like to actually read the bill.
Right. And so that's what information needs to be found, because again, if it was just a renaming, there would be no reason for these companies to be doing what they were doing. If it was just a renaming, the companies that are in question right now would not be doing what they are doing.
Now, just to take it now to come to the companies, I do agree that a lot of these companies are ran by racist white people. First of all, because who else has enough time, equity time to have built up their cachet, to have the power monetarily other than white folks. They came and took the country over. They had us enslaved for X amount of years. During all this time, they're building up their cachet. They're building up their cachet. They're building up their cachet. They're becoming billionaires, trillionaires. So now that we're in this time of America and the time that we live in, yes, a lot of companies are going to be either ran, backed, or invested in heavily by the same ones that had us enslaved, by the same ones who came and just took this land. Now, with that being said, yes, we do have the laws now. We do have, no, you just can't do that because that person is black. You can't do this because she's a woman. You can't do this because they're disabled. But then it always comes back to, oh, well, they're ran by these racist white men. Like, yeah, I don't think anybody over 80 that had slaves back in the day that were a part of slavery, I don't think that now their moral compass has changed. All right, let me just put that out there. I do think that, yes, they still do not like you for the color of your skin. They all of this. But what I will say is that their kryptonite is money. That's their kryptonite. You fuck with their money, then you get their attention. So now that we in here, and it's like, okay, yes, it would make more sense to have a qualified person in a position rather than another person in a position because of, say, ethnicity or gender. This is so, like, it's kind of like the argument is null and void if you get where I'm trying to come from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do.
Like, yes, I get that they're still racist, but they can't be as openly racist as they used to be back in the day.
But you don't have to be openly racist if the system works for you.
I understand that as well. But what I'm trying to say is, when, like, again, like, even with this, well, I'm not even gonna bring talking back up, but when you start affecting their bottom line, that's when the attention gets noticed. That's when it's like, oh, wait a minute, we have to make some changes. I feel like today, in today's society, as far as America goes, if there was any acts of, like, racism as it used to be, that would affect heavily someone's bottom line. And we can use Target as an example. That's been the biggest company right now since they removed the DEI and all of this from their particular company. That now they are starting to feel some of that on the bottom line. And I just don't think that the arguments being made by, oh, they're being racist, they're being this, they're being that. Like, well, what do you expect from somebody who owns slaves? What do you expect from somebody who used to participate heavily inside of the slave trade? And that is what I'm getting at. Kind of like, like, yeah, they could be racist, but they're not they're not willing to risk the bottom line of their company. So yeah, they might be racist and they might hate black people, but for the sake of the company, get them in here. Get them in here. Let's go. Now, yes, of course, like what you just brought up as far as, they put in clearance and in the back and all of that. Yeah, that's some bullshit. And I can see why. But you see how they're being affected. They're being affected at the bottom line because of this these acts they're going through doing. I just don't, again, I just feel like it's just a lot of white noise. No pun intended, but it's just a lot of white noise to stir up a lot of controversy. Because if you exclude black people, if you say black people, you can't work here, you can't have your products here, then I don't believe you got 6 months left as a company operating anyway. I just can't see it in this day, these times in America when we have the cachet that we have as black people. And then another thing I want to say is I hate the noise. This was another kind of point I was giving my grandmama. I hate the noise of it because, okay, yeah, y'all calling for the boycott of Target. But when Balenciaga did their racist shit and we were supposed to be boycotting them.
Bruh, who of us are buying Balenciaga on a regular basis?
A lot of niggas.
Not in the way that they're going to Target.
I get it. But what I'm saying is, how can we expect to take anything serious? Like if we as a quote unquote black community are supposed to be boycotting anything, I don't care if you are a millionaire and you can buy Balenciaga like the regular person buys Hangs. Why are you still shopping at Balenciaga if it is cause for a boycott because of certain things that they have done? We've seen this. We've seen this go on over and over again, from Gucci to Balenciaga. All of these places where we were supposed to be boycotting, and the boycott never stands strong. And I think that's the same thing with Target. I believe that this is just white noise. Yes, we don't like the way it made us feel or whatever being taken away, but how many people are really going to get? I don't think black people as a whole are going to come together and actually boycott. I just don't see it.
I mean, but they are.
But with what company? Let's get rid of Target. Let's not even talk about Target. What company has done stuff we as black people were supposed to be boycotting and it happened?
Like right now or just in general?
In today's climate, again.
Well, I mean, isn't there like the mass push that a lot of people are leaving like the Sam's Club and the Walmarts and stuff to go over to Costco? Like Costco was fucking lit the other day. Y'all didn't see Costco? The fucking membership lines were down the fucking road because people were leaving Sam's Club in droves to try to get a Costco membership. I'm just okay.
I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. I seen who was that? Al Sharpton.
Yeah,
was walking around and saying that we need to do this and do that. But then like they edited off the part of the video at the end where he was telling everybody, "Hey, y'all got to go back in and get a membership." And folks was like, "Oh damn, we got to spend goddamn $80, $50." Like, it's not. It's. Like, bro, I couldn't even take that serious. Like, okay, and that's why I just can't get behind this. Black people need to do something because black people are not going to get together to do anything. If it's not a funeral.
Oh my God.
If it's not a repast or a fucking reunion.
What if we're trying to change?
Where is the actual movement? I do not see it. I just see the news. I see the hype.
Yeah.
Where's the actual movement? Because I guarantee you I can go to Target right now and I promise you I'm going to see black people, somebody black in there. And it's not just going to be specks of black people. Or let's just say if it has taken, because the media has been the media, let's just say it does have a short-term effect. Go to Target in October. Go to Target when this is no longer the head thing in the media, and I guarantee you it's gonna be black people in there. But then that brings the question back to me is like, I thought we were supposed to be boycotting this place. I don't get it. I just to me it falls flat because we cannot take anything. We can't do anything and take it serious.
I feel you. I feel you.
Black
people don't take a lot of shit seriously, and I definitely understand. I get it.
Yeah, it's like, bro, Eric is going. Yes, and that's why I say I can get where shit started from. Because back in the day, like when we were just getting segregated and all of this, when we boycotted some shit, and we stood 10 toes down on it until there was a real change made. Today is just hype. It's just hype. It's just talk. It's just to make the headlines. It's just to, man, no, we have too many interracial relationships, interracial marriages. We have too many half black, half white kids. Like,
wait, what did the interracial have to? Never mind.
What I'm saying is, I think with that being said, it's the majority of the world is not on the black people come together or black people goddamn, stand for something type shit. It's like, yeah, okay, if we say all black people need to do this, there's gonna be a group of black men that are married to white women who don't agree with that shit. Who is gonna be calling them goddamn stupid and all of this shit. That's what I mean. Like, cause back in the day, white bitches had to sneak to get this black dick. Now they're married to the black dick. So it's like, oh, all black people need to stop shopping at Target. And there's a nigga that's married to a white girl that's like, no, I got too many points. I got coupons. I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see the seriousness in this shit. Like, I think what we used to be is what the Jews are now. Cause like, you can't say shit about a Jew. You can't, if you say anything about a Jew, nigga, they gonna get something done. Like your career's over. So examples are gonna be made, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I felt like that's what it was with us when we were actually serious, is trying to be accepted as just a human. And now that we have that, I don't think there's any seriousness inside of America, I'm gonna say, as far as black people like really coming together on some shit. And shit just falls flat. So all of this boycotting this and boycotting that, we couldn't do it for Balenciaga. We couldn't do it for Gucci. Again, yes, not as many people can afford these things, but still, even with the ones that can afford it, it's like, whatever. They saying don't shop at Balenciaga because they released a monkey book bag or something.
So what's your positioning on it? Okay, I understand how you feel about how America is feeling about it or performative about it or whatever, but how do you feel about it, and what is your stance and your positioning?
My stance is shut the fuck up until niggas can goddamn actually do something.
No, I'm not talking about niggas. I'm talking about you.
Okay, like, will I still shop at Target?
I'm talking about like, yeah, like
yes, all this. I will still shop at Target.
Well, I mean, like in general, because you're like, black people are never going to come together and this and that and da whatever. What are you going to do? Are you what is your qualm against black people never coming together? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you have a plan? Like, do you have an action? Like, what? No. That's what I'm saying. Like, why do you feel so passionately about them not coming together in this and?
Because it starts to, because of the noise. It's just noise.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just talk. Everybody might as well be in jail. Because in jail, that's all niggas do. Talk and tell lies. Now talking tail lines that made it to the mainstream media. Mm-hmm. So I just see it. Everybody is doing jail talk right now.
I see. Okay, I get it.
There's no action.
Dang, that's
it's just no action behind the shit. There's no action. There's no action.
Now we giving jail talk.
Yeah, and then like now it becomes an emotional thing. Like now you got people getting their arguments in their home behind shit like this, and ain't nothing happening. So I just stressed myself out. I couldn't fuck my wife for 2 weeks because goddamn of this media hype, and ain't shit happen. That's my problem with it. Like, bro, I'm not getting in contact. I'm not doing that shit. No, fuck that. No. And to the point is, I think too many real life people have real life friends and people of different ethnicities all over the world. Like right now, nigga, me and Tommy were talking almost an hour the other night. Mm-hmm. Bro, that is a white man. White.
From the mountains.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, bro, there are plenty of niggas that I would hurt behind that white boy.
Yeah, Tommy's not white. Tommy's clear.
You see what I'm saying? Like, there are plenty of black people who look like me that I promise you I would hurt before I even think about doing anything to Tommy. It's just like now we're in the time of we have to judge the person. Just like what moral compass do you have? Do you align with what I align with? And
man, morals. I do not see that. That's a whole different topic right there. That I don't think that people have morals anymore. I really don't. I believe that, this hookup culture and the desensitization of murder and life being lost, and then all of these kids getting all of this money so young, whether it's because they're a social media influencer or because they just got into the NBA or the NFL or sports in general or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that, like, man,
I just don't see it. I think that now the hype and the talk, it hurts the people who actually try to do something about it. Like, okay, Kanye, as radical as he is, when we talk about black people need to get their own, do this, do that, this man is really winning. He really went and did this shit from the ground up. He don't use no white person's warehouse. He went and actually bought a warehouse where he could produce his own clothing, his own brand. And yes, again, as radical and shocking and whatever Kanye could be that you want to say, like everything that we quote unquote need to come together and be doing, this man is done. This man is done. So like if there's going to be more of that, then okay, I can get behind it. If I can see that black people are really standing down on 10 toes on some shit and really making a change, I will be the first one to get behind it. But y'all ain't finna have me arguing with my friends, arguing with my baby, arguing with the people that I love, and then I turn around in the summertime, everybody back at Target because Megan Thee Stallion put something in there. And now everybody ready for a hot girl summer, and I like, bruh, it's just,
yeah.
I don't get it. And then I think that, again, with the media, I think they make it more black, white than what the actual data shows. The actual data shows that the group of people who really were affected and took advantage of DEI were white women. There are more white women in positions that they are not qualified for due to the DEI bill. It's not even the majority affecting black people. Like, what I'm trying to say is not affecting, but who it aided the most. It aided the demographic of white women the most. There are more white women in positions that they are not qualified for due to the DEI bill. Yet, the black culture is the ones that are crying about it the most. I don't get this shit. I really don't get this shit. It really, it just adds to you. You know, I love intelligence. I love people who just are forth thinking and not dumb. Yeah. So when I see this shit and it's like, black people, why are y'all in the outrage when it didn't even help y'all the most? It didn't even help y'all the most. It helped white women the most. It didn't even help y'all. Same thing when it comes to the food stamps and shit. Soon as Donald Trump said he would think about rolling that back or wanted to pass a bill on that, the whole black culture is up in arms when we all know that white women use WIC, food stamps, and all the government assistance the most. This is who is taking advantage and finding the loopholes and all of this the most. Yeah, you hear the most crying coming from niggas. I just don't like it. I just don't like it, and that makes me just turn the TV off completely because, bruh, this is ignorant at this point. This is ignorant at this point. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. It's very disheartening to me, and it gets on my nerve. Like, I'm just like, fuck all of this shit, nigga. Y'all ain't, bruh, y'all not gonna do anything about it. So why are we crying? And then when it was in place, we didn't even use it the most. We didn't even take advantage of whatever the bill was the most. Yet we crying about it the most. I hate that shit. I hate it. If they were talking about getting rid of or revamping the justice system,
bruh,
that would be something I could probably get behind.
Listen,
because it has affected us the most. It has affected us the most. But nigga, this is what I'm saying. Like, bro, I just can't get behind any and everything.
Yeah.
And this is, and the DEI shit is just been one of the major points that I feel like, bro, it's, oh my God, it's just so.
I hear you. I hear you.
I don't like
I hear your point.
I do not like it. What do you feel about, because you sent it in the group chat, I believe, about Elon thinking about putting the treasury on. I'll just look at it because it's not the treasury, I can tell you that now. On the blockchain. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see, because you sent it. What did he say?
Dang, where is that one? Hold on, I'm looking to you. Hey, stop whining in the mic. Blockchain. All right. It was Earn Your Leisure. Earn Your Leisure. Elon Musk proposes putting the U.S. Treasury on blockchain for full spending transparency. Elon Musk has proposed that the U.S. Treasury use blockchain technology to handle its transactions, aiming to increase transparency and accountability in government spending. This approach would enable real-time tracking and expenditures, allowing both the public and lawmakers to see how taxpayer dollars are spent as it happens. Musk says implementation of blockchain technologies could reduce fraud, curb corruption, and guarantee compliance with legislative mandates. What are your thoughts?
I think that's perfect. I think it's perfect. I think this media hype has made it seem like Elon being over this department is just the worst thing ever. And I feel like all of the moves that he has made so far since he has been put in charge have been aiding everyone as far as American citizens. He came and now, like you said, he's proposing to put the treasury on blockchain. If anybody, well, now us is ready to be accountable. We're getting more into the cryptocurrency, understanding this because we understand this is the way the world is moving.
Right.
Once you know about blockchain, nigga, anybody can go in and look, and we can see, and we don't have to take the word of a white man in a tie about where our money is going. We can actually see for ourselves. If y'all say y'all have put it towards this foundation or put it towards this, we can go in and actually look and see and understand, okay, the taxes that we're paying, this is where it's going. This is where it's going. We can see it. So I believe that's a great thing. Another thing that he did was expose what the hell the government has been doing with all of our money these last 4 years. Once he got in there, he dropped the list. He opened up the list, and bruh, the amount of people that are disgusted, the amount of black people I didn't see on Twitter that are like, bruh, that's the end of my Democrat, like running for Democrats just because and all of that. Like y'all really played on our heartstrings. Y'all really sat there and gave us false promises just to give everything that we should have here in America across the world on some Sesame Street shit. They done sent like $7.8 million to Iraq for them to have an Iraq version of Sesame Street. Bro, what the fuck? You mean to tell me I busted my ass and did overtime this week for this? This is some bullshit. I'm sorry. It's some bullshit. I don't get this shit, bro. I don't get it. Again, I feel like because it's hype, it's media, they're saying that it's the worst thing going on. Yet, with our own two eyes, we can pick up this device right here and look right on our phone and see exactly what he has given us, the information that he has put out there. But a lot of people are going to be willfully ignorant to this shit and just go along with oh, we hate this shit. He should never do this and all that, blah, 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 blah. Like, all the moves that I'm seeing right now, and again, I don't agree. Let me just put this out here because I think a lot of people feel like I agree with everything that Donald Trump does. I do not. I don't agree with everything nobody does because nobody is perfect. Let's just put that out there. It's not like he's God. No, he is not. And everything that he does, no, I don't appreciate or I don't align with. Like with the Gaza shit. The Gaza shit is something that I just don't align with. And it's not even just him, but he's a part of it. Yes, he's a part of it. Nigga, no, you're not going to sit up here and tell us that there's not an ethnic cleansing going on in Gaza, that y'all ain't drop all these bombs over there and destroy all the land and all of this bullshit when we can clearly see that's what's going on over there. Like, now y'all just playing in the motherfucker face. And now he just came out and was like, oh, well, in Gaza, because there's nothing over there and the people there don't even want to be there. Now we are going in to expand the borders and take over the land. I don't agree with that because these people, one, they don't want to move. Even after all the goddamn bombs that y'all done dropped over there and all the agriculture that y'all done fucked up over there, these folks are like, no, we want to stay here where our roots and ancestors since the Bible have been here and we have a real connection with this land. No, I don't want to move. So yes, I don't agree with you sending military over there and making them folks move. I don't agree with that. That's some bullshit. That is some bullshit. But again, people just want to look at, because the things I do agree with, the things that I can align with, oh, you must just be a mindless, not like, no, that's the furthest thing from the truth. There are a lot of things that I don't agree with. But again, when you have people who don't want to exercise the strongest muscle on the body, it's very hard to have any type of conducive conversation or progressive. It's very hard to do that. And again, that's why I fall back. I stay to myself a lot of the times, and I let the people who align and understand, or even if they don't align, people who have a constructive conversation that we can. I'm always down to have a constructive conversation, especially when you come in and presenting facts. Like, yes, and then again, I just said it. Nobody's perfect. There's a lot of shit I am wrong on and that I could be wrong on. But you're not finna get that point across just name calling and then goddamn only going behind somebody else's idea and repeating regurgitated statements, and you're not sitting up here doing anything of your own to bring to the table to help me understand. This is not even a war here. Like, bro, this is not a war because I have an idea or I have a view and you have an idea and you have a view and now we can't talk about it. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. But again, like, so many people are emotionally tied to their ideas, it makes it very, very hard to have any type of productive conversation about the shit. And I feel like that is a level of ignorance in itself because, nigga, you're not always right. And you might not even be right on this, but we will never know. That's just, I don't get it. I do not get it. I'm sorry. But not sorry. It is what it is.
I understand.
It is what it is on that point.
Yep.
Like, now I'm seeing Oprah talking about she can't be in the United States for the next 4 years and breathe the same air as Elon Musk.
Oh my God.
Bruh, bitch, you are the wrong person to talk about some breathing the right air. Like, you are taking lives.
Where the little girls at?
Thank you. You're taking lives from breathing air, period. Why the hell do we want to hear about your stupid ass talking about you don't want to breathe the same air as Elon? And then that's a dumb thing in itself. Like, just because you moved to Afghanistan, you think the air is... All right.
Please.
Like, all right, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. But now you're going to have people who are Oprah fans, Oprah stans. Just follow this mantra just because Oprah said what she just said.
Well, I mean, you have Elon people who follow Elon.
I agree.
So.
I agree. We have these people everywhere. I just don't. I don't agree with people who don't have a thought for themselves. That's what I can't get in. Like, okay, cool. She said this. That don't mean you change your whole life. And yeah, because Oprah said it. And I'm not. No. What did your research tell you? What did you, by looking over the everything that you quote unquote don't like, other than what you don't like, tell me the real. Like, what are the real facts of this shit? And I just think because we are in a monkey see, monkey do era, and whatever is popular, let's get on the train and ride it this way. Like, I can't get with y'all. I can't. I don't find it productive for anyone. I do not find it productive for anyone.
I definitely understand.
What else is going on? You give me something to talk about.
I mean, okay, so, but you've been talking about, like, a lot of political stuff. Like, I've been seeing, like, I've been seeing gossip shit.
Let's talk about
that. So, Miss Nikki Baby and Jello are, like, they're kaputs, right?
Okay.
So, she came out and said, please stop sending me these pictures and messages and stuff about my baby daddy cheating or whatever. We're not together. He decided to get somebody else pregnant and leave. And he did it via text. Like, he told me via text that I was, that he was leaving me for another girl or whatever. So the girl that Jello got pregnant comes out, well, allegedly comes out, and she was just like, listen, you don't even be with your kids, and you aren't even black, and you say the N-word far too much, and all this other stuff. And, people have lives outside of social media and outside of the internet. And, certain things are happening in real life, and, like, you guys were not together anymore. I'm tired of the narrative going around that, like, I was some sort of homewrecker, this and that. Now, mind you, Miss Nikki Baby just had their daughter 2 months ago. Okay. Less than 2 months ago. But now the new girl is pregnant, allegedly, and saying that, they were not together. And she was saying that, he loves his kids and basically that she's going to accept his kids and this and that. And Miss Nikki was like, my kids are fine. Thank you. Thank you. So there's that. And it's just wild that happened because LeVar Ball don't seem like he is the type of dad that's going to take too kindly to that his son in that kind of drama.
I can understand that. What are your thoughts on it though? What do you feel about that whole situation?
How I feel about the situation. Well, hearing it from Miss Nikki's side, because I actually haven't heard it from I haven't seen anything about Jello coming out and saying like his side per se. Mm-hmm. He just popped out and like had a picture with his new girl, like them holding hands or whatever. Mm-hmm. But he really didn't like speak on the situation. But from Miss Nikki's point of view, she said that she was very much blindsided. They were just getting ready to take another set of family pictures. And if you can look on both of their profiles, again, if you're just looking from a social media aspect, I mean, like they do take, family pictures. They are very, sometimes they do have candid pictures. A lot of times they are definitely, photographer pictures and photo shoots and type things, but she definitely has some candid pictures of her just like holding her iPhone and taking videos and whatever of their children. And on the flip side, he did too. Like I am very quick to go on a guy's page to see if he posts her, like his girl, as much as she posts him, and like no shade or no tea. It's just I'm just nosy like that. I just want to know. Right. Like I mean, if he does, he does. If he doesn't, like people's lives, they do things personally. Because like me personally, I don't post anybody. Right. My partner had posted me for a year, and I'm like, you gotta stop doing that. He would be like, why the fuck? Right. Why? So like I get it. So sometimes that does not indicate anything. And when it comes to relationship, again, I'm just nosy. Mm-hmm. So I would go over to his page to see if he would be like posting them, and he would be posting the family pictures. He would be posting and tagging her. He would be posting the family and stuff like that. It never gave there was someone else. Mm-hmm. Like in the entire time that Miss Nikki and Jello were together, it never gave unhappy. It never gave I'm going somewhere else. It never gave like, oh, she didn't keep up with herself or anything like that. She never because she was very much my kids, but mm-hmm. also my man. Like that was very much her online persona, mm-hmm. is what I could say, because I don't know her personally, so I don't know what it was like. You know what I'm saying? So for her to say that she feels like she was blindsided, her daughter is less than 2 months old. I'm going through this in postpartum and whatever, and now I got to hear via text, not only are you leaving me, mm-hmm. but you got another woman pregnant? Oh, okay. And then y'all want to be all loud and shit on social media about it? Okay. I would feel some kind of way. I'm not gonna lie. I would feel some kind of way. I don't know. Okay, so me now, would I take it to social media? No. But I am a few years. Am I older than Miss Nikki? I think I am. I think I'm older than her. But in any case, if I was like in my 20s or if I was a little younger or whatever, I do remember getting so mad that like initially I would like lash out on social media or whatever, or do like some like kind of sub or whatever. But then I would like take it down because I'm like, first of all, I don't want people in my business. And then second of all, it's not even that deep. Like if I got to take it to social media, But like how I feel about it, like if he did do it via text, he's a coward. Point blank, period. I think if he did do it via text, I think he's a coward.
Okay, all right. Now, just to challenge you on that point, because I'm on the opposite side of that. I feel, one, there are instances that men are not men, and they will do some cowardly shit, okay? But I feel like if he did it through text, I feel like you gave him every indication that he couldn't do it in person.
Whatever. I don't think so. But again, you have your opinion, I have mine.
Yes, because it's far too many times that the man side is not understood. Like we could even take it off and just generalize and hypothesize on a situation. Like, for example, if a nigga has tried to come to you, or a man, anyone period, has tried to work out things in person. Let's just say we brought it to the table and now we're here at the crossroads of whatever the problem is. If one, you don't know how to control yourself within me bringing you the truth and us trying to work it out in person, that could be an indicator that I don't feel like dealing with this shit. Two, if you are, let's just say we can have at least an amicable conversation, but you keep harping on a point that has been made and made and made that you yourself just do not want to accept. That could be something. And then let's just call it what it is. If people attract what they are, if you are sitting up here saying a nigga ain't shit, ain't shit, ain't shit, there was something about you that liked that ain't shit at one point in time. And there was something about you that could cohabitate with it. And it may be an ain't shit part of you that you're not even addressing, maybe not even aware of, but definitely not addressing. I don't think that ain't a good hearted person and a good person. I'm not talking about people that can that respect other people, and yes, that's a quality of being good, but what I'm saying is a good person is, to me, a person that takes care of themselves and hold themselves at a high level of accountability. So I believe if there was any of that, that maybe this could have turned out different as far as the way that he broke up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that just because you're good and he good that y'all should be together. Y'all just might not mesh well.
Yeah.
But the actions on how to actually diffuse problems, work through problems, anything like that, if a nigga is one ghosting you, because like I said the other week, everybody does not deserve closure. If you've shown me that you're ignorant in a certain part of this shit, I don't feel like I got to give you any closure, especially if you don't know how to conduct yourself, if you don't take bad news well, if you're not good with emotional management. No, and then let's not even go to the gaslighting and trying to goddamn make all women think that you're this way when, bruh, if we were to really tell the whole story, it would shed a lot of light on why I ghosted or why I didn't give you closure or why I broke up with you through a text. It would be a lot more understanding. Not saying that anybody would like, oh, now I'm on his side about this. They could still be on your side, but with a lot more understanding and a lot more input on where you could be stronger going forward. In certain areas. So these are the things I look at, especially by you highlighting LeVar Ball and how involved he was with his family and how tight-knit his family is per him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, if now one of the Ball brothers is breaking up with you through text, I'm not going to exclude that he could not be shit, but there's a very likely chance that there's something about you that is not addressed that you don't want to bring up because that would be like, oh, I see why he did that. It's a lot. It's a lot of that going on. And I just feel like a lot of women like to play on, because there are women out there that have been through shit, that have been traumatized, that have been taken advantage of by ain't shit people. They're going to throw out just the other person's faults just to garner an army of, oh yeah, he's not shit. You right, girl. You right. This, all this. And it's like, you're manipulative. You're not right. You're manipulative. And look at what I'm talking about right here. You done went out here and told these folks X, Y, and Z. You put your own sauce on it, then heightened it to a degree that in-house it really wasn't, just to get an army behind you to make you say, oh, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. This is how I look at shit. Well, this is where I am now, especially after going through therapy, holding myself accountable, going through it, still in real time, going through accountability, healing, and all of that. Now I look at situations a lot different. It's not just the black and white, Here it is. Here it is. I don't know. Not and again, that's just from me. I have been on both sides of the coin. Mm-hmm. So that's just how I look at the breaking up through text part of that.
Okay.
That's just me. What else have you been seeing?
Let's see, what else is that? Well, again, I've been seeing, man, oh my God, it's just a lot of financial shit I've been seeing. I'm not going to lie to you. Mm-hmm. I've been seeing a lot of shit in regards to like your finances and stuff like that. And me personally, I definitely am trying to get a better grasp of my finances this year. And it's not on no like New Year's resolution type shit. It's on some goddamn it, I just need to know kind of type shit. You know what I mean? And so I have been, and I think that's why my algorithm is just the way that it is, because I have been looking at things and asking more things like a little different when it pertains to money, because like I want my money to make money, and that's how rich people get and stay rich, is because they want their money to make money. And so that's a lot of things. Oh shit. But on the on the political things though, I did see that Donald Trump revoked Joe Biden's security clearance.
You're fired.
He did that. You're fired. You're fired. He literally tweeted that. Okay. He said, "There's no need for Joe Biden to continue receiving access to classified information. Therefore, we are immediately revoking Joe Biden's security clearances and stopping his daily intelligence briefings." He set this precedent in 2021 when he instructed the intelligence community to stop the 45th president of the United States, from accessing details on national security, a courtesy provided to former presidents. The report revealed that Biden suffered from poor memory and even in his prime could not be trusted with sensitive information. I will always protect national security. Joe, you're fired.
I couldn't 100.
Make America great again.
I'm 100% behind him on that. And the only reason I'm going to say, again, I'm not the most deep and informed on that side of things, the security clearance and all that. But what I am is a practical person. Nigga, you couldn't even hold two sentences together, bro. You should not be privy to see anything classified other than a therapist. You need a classified therapist. That's what you need. You need the classified healing. You do not need to be privy to classified information, especially on a national level. You couldn't even remember your speech, nigga. What is there to say that whatever is going on with you and your health, one day you wake up and just decide to leak national intelligence?
Oh Lord,
I can't trust that. I agree.
You be telling your nurse shit,
right? Oh, wait, I cannot be more behind him on that. Yes, and it's strictly, my opinion comes from strictly looking at you. Well, you couldn't make it up flights of stairs. You failed. You probably the most the only president that have actually lost balance that many times. Your ass tripped up 3-4 times going up steps. You couldn't stand on a fucking bike that wasn't moving. Nigga, I'm not trusting you with anything important. No, your ass need Jello and a motherfucking nurse. That's what you need. That's all you need, nigga. And yes, do I think that you deserve the best? Yeah, I do think that you deserve the best nurses and the best attention to you. But yeah, I'm in full agreement with that. No, you don't need nothing of that magnitude. You don't need to have access to anything of that magnitude. Anything of importance like that. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Taking it off of politics. I didn't deep dive into it. Maybe you could inform me a little bit more. What's this thing about Bambi and $50K in the first date or a date, and 50,000 not being enough for a date? What is that?
I have no idea. Bambi like Scrappy's ex-wife?
Yes.
Said that $50,000 is not enough to spend on a first date.
I don't know exactly what she said. It was something with 50,000 a date, and it's not enough. I remember seeing that headline, and I thought it was just so ignorant because I think that we're, again, what I was telling Short Guy the other day when me and Short Guy was riding and we was talking about something and $1 million came up. And the first thing he said was, man, $1 million ain't shit. And I had to stop him right there. I said, bro, you have gotten the effect of today's desensitized culture. Mm-hmm. Because let's just keep it honest, brother. We haven't, as me and you riding in this car, we haven't seen $50,000 on the table at one time. So what makes us gonna sit out here and put this narrative out there? Oh, $1 million ain't shit. What the fuck do you mean? If I had $100,000 right now, I would be the most grateful and trying to like make it work for me. I would be searching for the smartest way that I could use this. So I'm not finna be up here talking about, oh, $1 million ain't shit. Kanye can say that. These billionaires can say that. Nigga, they have been doing this for a very long time. But for somebody, me and you included, who have not seen $500,000 at one time, it would be very, very reckless of us to be putting that out there. $1 million ain't shit. No, it is. It's still a lot of money. Let's not just get so caught up in this hype of now that we can see everybody's lives and we can like vicariously live through certain people and shit this amount of money ain't shit. $50,000 is a lot, man. And for you to be out here putting this out here like, if he ain't spending $50,000 or whatever she said, to make $50,000 seem so minuscule is dangerous. And that's why a lot of people are going to die not even seeing $30,000 at one time. Like, it's just so, like, I don't like it. I don't like that. Because, bitch, you're not a financial mogul. You're not sitting there, like, if you are Nancy Pelosi, okay, you got the right to say that. There be, girl, I just think deep, like.
What are you doing on your first date for $50,000? I mean, like, even if you do, I'm just saying, it's a first date.
And then it has to be a certain caliber of person, bitch. You ain't nothing but a Zeus specialist. Like, you're a grade A celebrity on Zeus and Love and Hip Hop.
Let me tell you something. I promise, I guarantee you, billionaires are not spending $50,000 on first dates.
Thank you. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Like, you, like, okay, I can see if.
I'm not saying they're not spending $50,000 on a woman, but I'm telling you, they're not going to spend $50,000 on a first date. That, like, what sense would that make? In what realm, in what world would that make sense to spend $50,000 on a first date? I've never even met you. I don't even know how to spell your fucking name. And you $50,000. First of all, if I am, I'm not wasting. I'm not just throwing away $50,000. Even if I do got what, that's why I have it.
Thank you.
Because why the fuck would I spend $50,000?
Thank you.
Oh my god.
That's she act like she comes from a family of money.
Was she trolling? Maybe she was trolling. Maybe she was trolling.
I don't know. Again, I didn't read into the story about it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, man, look, you don't even come from a family of money. It would be something like if your family was worth 700 M's and you are used to for the last 25 years because you can use your daddy's credit card, go shopping at Saks Fifth and Neiman's and all this and blow 50 a day. Like, okay, maybe I can understand you a little bit more. Still not saying it's right, but I can understand why you say that because your lifestyle has showed you that 50,000 isn't shit. Girl, you don't come from that. You have only been in this place, this space for 10, 15 years. Girl, stop it. It ain't even generational at this point.
Oh, my God.
What are we talking? Like, nah, that's ignorant. It's ignorant to me. It's very ignorant. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. I don't.
But if, in my opinion, I don't care what the story is, $50,000 for a first date is just ridiculous. Right. You have to be trolling to say something like that. Like, it doesn't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like $50,000. Okay, whatever.
That era is over with.
Over with. When did it start? When was that ever era?
With the city girls and all of this, like,
why
get a bag from a nigga, all this. If he ain't doing this. Nigga,
oh, okay, so he has to buy you like a $30,000 bag and then spend $10,000 in the car.
Like that era of tricking. Like, oh yeah, I need it. So if you are looking for a trick, just say that. Just say that. Because again, I guarantee you will have a very, very, very hard time finding man after man after man that's going to do that for you. You're not that. I can't stand folks that's not that. You don't even hear the bitch that's paying you say that. Mona is paying you. She signs your checks. I have never seen anything of the sort come out of her mouth. And I can guarantee you, she got a bigger bag than you. But again, we leave it up to the goddamn clowns. We leave it up to the puppets, to the people who are controlled, who are actually getting their checks signed. Like, girl, you still signing backs of checks. Stop it. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm signing the front of checks. So what are you talking about, girl?
Listen.
Oh, this is so crazy to me. Like, bro, but I'm glad we are getting out of that. I'm glad we're getting out of that. Like, bro, let's bring some realization back to the people, dog. 50,000 for everybody out there that's listening. 50,000 is a lot. All right? Stop.
That's literally somebody's fucking salary.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Like, and let's just be real.
Like, dog, what are we saying?
But these are the same people who said that they wouldn't go to the Cheesecake Factory. And you live in Atlanta. Bitch, God. I know you go to the Cheesecake Factory, hush.
Oh, my God. I don't like that either. But again, that comes with a materialistic type of person. And not even a materialistic, but just a warped way of thinking. That's warped way of thinking. I don't care if we pick up Little Caesars and go down to the Riverwalk. That is a date. That is a date. I need to get to know you. I don't need to spend all my money. You give me some pussy and that's it. Bitch, you can have STDs. I might not agree with the way you groom yourself. Like, bro, if you lift up that wig, it might show why the fuck you're not worth $500 on the first date. Let's stop it. The braids up underneath that wig ain't even correct. They like, it's not even fret. Like, stop it. I can go on and on about why this is some of the dumbest shit ever. And I can see why a lot of people just sit back and be like, boy, these niggers, these ERs are just...
Goodbye.
They are, honey, yes, bro. What? Oh, my God. Jesus, Lord have mercy. And there, it's just, I'm going to get off of that. I'll get off of that. But yeah, I seen something like that and I was just like, boy, no, we can't get ahead like this. We cannot get ahead like this. I want to see what else is going on, man.
I mean, it is Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, yeah, well, Super Bowl is going on. Fly, Eagles, fly. Yes, I've been an Eagles fan since Andy Reid was our coach. Donovan McNabb was our quarterback. And we were the second breath for Mike Vick. All right? Let's just start there. Been an Eagles fan for a very long time. So, fly, Eagles, fly. You know? What else is going on in the world today? Did we talk about Beyonce and getting that damn award? That country award?
The album of the year?
Yeah, for the Grammys.
Yeah. Did we talk about it? I'm not sure.
What do you feel about
that? Congratulations. Congratulations. She is now again, here we go. The fourth woman in history. The fourth black woman in history to win album of the year. It has not been one in over a quarter of a century.
Mm-hmm.
It took over a quarter of a century for another Black woman to win Album of the Year. That being said, I believe that Beyonce should have definitely won Album of the Year, just not for this album.
I agree. That's where I was going.
I think that she's had so many. I won't even say so. Like Lemonade in and of itself, like she could have won with Lemonade.
Facts.
She could have won with Lemonade. She should have won with Lemonade. You know what I'm saying?
This is facts.
She should have won with Lemonade. Beyonce was even a good one, a good contender.
Right, self-titled.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think that she is absolutely 100% deserving of an Album of the Year.
Oh yeah, that's what I
just don't think that it's this one.
No. And that's why I was going with it. I think that she got this Album of the Year because they snubbed her so many times before when she actually should have won the Album of the Year. So I'm not really too mad about her getting the country Album of the Year. Hey, I feel like it evened it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we didn't give it to you when you deserved it, but here you go. So I'm not too mad about that.
Right. I mean, I'm not mad. Shit, a Black woman won. I'm not mad.
but again, I do. All right. Well, if we want to go into the countryside of shit, like the country community don't even acknowledge her presence, and they really think you're making a mockery of the genre. Now, again,
okay. Well, they have their own awards.
Let me say, right, which she wasn't even in the categories for.
All right, so.
And this is why I feel like I can understand some of their backlash. But again, the bigger picture, she should have been one album.
Right, but in the response of the Grammys, though, it wasn't the best country album of the year. It was the best album. Best album, period. You know what I'm saying? So I understand because again, like I said, I still don't think she should have won for this album. I understand where the country music community stood and where they are. Mm-hmm. But I think that it did create a bigger a space, and it did a lot more that it should have, you know what I'm saying? Like it ushered in so many other actual and please take this with a grain of salt, do not come for me, Beehive, but other actual country artists who are Black, you know what I'm saying? Like Shaboozey. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other
K. Michelle.
We're not talking about her. I'm talking about people who actually came up. Their first genre was country, okay, and that's what they came up with.
Not switching.
Right.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
And there was a lot of people who would have never won a Grammy or even be recognized if it wasn't for this album. So I'm not even saying that I don't understand why she won for this. I'm just saying I wish she would have won for a different album. And I'm still saying, like, even if this album would have won different Grammy Awards or whatever, I think it still would have had the same impact because the same, the other country stars would have still won a Grammy. They would still, this and that, they would have still done that. So that's just where I'm coming from, that aspect. Like, let's say that the Cowboy Carter won for just one of the songs or a few of the songs or something had won for, in their category, whatever it was, collaboration, artist of the year, whatever. And then, I think it still would have had, some sort of impact because she did significantly impact the way that Black people are seen in the country music industry, which is fucked up in and of itself because
we created
let's be real. Black people was all up and through country fucking music, like blues. That's all Black people. White people just literally whitewashed it and called it their own.
Speaking of whitewash, you think she bleaching?
Who, Beyonce?
Yeah.
No.
Because they have been putting pictures up.
I do not think that. No, you know what I think? You know what I think it is? I think that Beyonce is a light-skinned Black woman, and we cannot help that we are several different colors throughout the year.
Throughout times of the year.
Yes.
Okay, I can agree with that.
We are several different colors throughout times of the year, and then depending on what color our hair is, depending on what color our outfit is, depending on what color the lighting is, whether we're outside or inside, we can look different colors.
This is true.
That's what I blame that on.
Firsthand. I know this firsthand because my baby, she is lighter tone, and When it is wintertime, it looks like she bleaching. But when it's
Don't do
summertime,
her.
she can get a little
Don't do
melanin
her.
and get a little darker. So yes, I agree. And that
Not
is
a little melanin, I'm telling.
that is very true. So yeah, I stand by you with that one. I stand by you with that one. Oh Lord.
What do you think I wonder if the halftime show is played yet. And I definitely want to know what the I can't wait until tomorrow to see what the talk is about the halftime show.
One thing I will say before we get up out of here, we can't just like end it off on this one. Drake, because he's been getting a bad rap again, the media propaganda emotionalized, and y'all get mad about this, and y'all focus on this, sleight of hand this. We have actually missed the correct point on what this nigga has been saying. All right, and what I say that for is because his whole thing was y'all got behind Kendrick and y'all got there made this song bigger than what it was, and y'all really did it was more of his value. What he's really speaking on is his value, and the use of the system that works for everybody. Because he still had the same machine behind him when he was on his 20-year run of running this shit. But I will say this. Drake, even though he's in the middle of this lawsuit with UMG, he ain't got nobody fucking with him, ain't no machines fucking with him. This nigga is still the number one artist with 1.3 billion streams. I don't think any other artist alive could do this shit. I don't think any other artist would go against the machine that's got them making them as big as they are. And then when the numbers come out, they're still on top. Nobody is talking about this right now. The Spotify wrap up, Drake is number one with 3 or 8, don't quote me, 1.3 or 8 billion streams, and Kendrick is right up, and it's got to be 8 because Kendrick had 1.3 billion. Kendrick was right behind him with 1.3 billion, and that's with the machine working. The machine ain't got no reason to work for Drake right now. Oh, you trying to sue us? We against you. We just had a clean sweep at the Grammys. Like it's a lot of shit that we're not paying attention to, and the boy is the boy. He might not be perfect, but he got a point with this shit. He has a point with it, and I just think because we just caught up in this whole hype of everything that point is going to be very moot and not talked about. But Drake, coming from someone who looks at all angles, you got a point, nigga. I don't think an artist could do this shit. Sorry. And if there is, point them out. Cause nigga, no. No. If they don't want nigga, you see what they did to Kanye. Well, Kanye, I'm sorry. It's right. Kanye, because Kanye is been saying fuck these people, and every time he drop, he number one. So outside of Kanye West, Drake, you are the only other artist that can go against the machine that made you who you are and still show them why you number one. I just wanted to put that out there. Hey, catch y'all next week. This has been Ready to Be Accountable. And yeah.